Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have a lovely lady, and she's all the way from Zimbabwe originally, and she's living in England, and we're just going to find out a bit about her, what she has to offer, life, and what we can learn. So nice to have you here today.
Thank you.
So tell us, first of all, what was life like in Zimbabwe?
What I can remember, it was great. Growing up as a child, definitely not like England. You're free, playing with sticks.
So you was not in the capital?
No, we were just like in Matari.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just...
Is that like farm area or something like that?
Yeah, we had like a land, so my nan run like RSPCA, like for dogs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
They have that out there?
Yeah, so she used to run that, and then obviously Mugabe wanted all the white farmers gone, so...
Was your mama a white farmer? Your grandma a white farmer?
No, but just white people in Zim was sort of like coming to an end, sort of thing. It just wasn't.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so it was just a bit shit, and then we came to England. And
So when did you come here then?
when I was 8, so like 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so my whole life's been in England.
Okay. So tell us, what kind of person were you like when you were in school?
What kind of person I was like?
Yeah, were you an introvert? Extrovert?
Oh, I would definitely say I was an extrovert.
Okay.
Yeah, just a normal, happy person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's
always
good.
jokes, laughter.
Your accent is quite a London accent, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What part of London are you from?
We just live in South East, so Crystal Palace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm South West, but I've lived in South East.
Okay.
Kent Road. And
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like-
I work all around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? So you used to be in the police,
I used to be in the police.
and what made you want to join the police?
I was my ambition when I was a child
Okay.
to join the police, and I did it,
Okay.
and it wasn't what I thought it was.
What did you think? Coming from somebody who's ex-military myself.
Yep.
And when I was young, I was either going to be a policeman or a soldier.
Okay.
And my dad said, you can't be both. So I picked the soldier because he had a gun.
Uh-huh.
That was the decision maker.
Yeah.
So what you said, it wasn't as what you expected. What did you expect, and what was the difference?
I expected a lot more practical work, speaking to people, engaging, and it's not like that. It's just so busy in London that you just haven't got time for that, and you're just stuck in the office doing paperwork. So I'd say like 95% of policing is stuck in an office, and 5% is
Really?
talking to people.
So wait a minute, that's a bit confusing. Were you a detective?
No, I was a PC on the beat in Woolwich.
So I don't understand that, because so every time you arrest somebody or something, you have to do paperwork.
Oh yeah, and it'll take you the whole day.
Really? Just
Yeah.
to do paperwork?
Yeah.
Can't you just like record the conversation and just put it?
No, everything has to be like statement written. Everything has to be formal, written statements.
It's a good thing I chose the military.
Yeah, literally.
Again, I wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm not academic either, so it was just a bit of a
that
pickle.
defeats the object. Really? But I thought the policemen on the beat wouldn't have. They need to have a better system where you just talk into what happened. Bob said this, Sally said this, then Bob said this, then John did this.
Yeah.
Record, sealed, date, send off to
Yeah,
HQ.
it's not that black and white.
No one can tamper with it again. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, just
Think how easy that is.
everything is just, even though you've got your body worn now.
Yeah. And then it goes off with a camera shot. That would have been so much easier.
But everything still has to be written.
It's a bit ancient, isn't it?
Yeah, so everything is paper trail of everything. Everything you do, who you're with, your team. It is a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, the skills of being an officer is like amazing, what you need to do. And
So tell us a bit about training. How did you find training?
training was good. Training was educational, definitely. And I trained in Sidcup and Marlow House, because you either train at Hendon or Sidcup. So training was good, but when you do your training in classroom is completely different to going out and getting cussed every day.
So,
Yeah, it's nothing. You can't compare that. You can't compare being in a classroom for 17 weeks and then going out into the big bad world where everyone hates you.
does everybody automatically hate you, would you say?
I would say that people have a negative outlook on the Met.
Because I personally, when I was younger, I used to get, I'd say blatantly, I suppose that was harassment or making stereotypical things from the police to myself. But as I've got older, I generally deal with the police. I have an attitude that I'm going to kind of address you how you address me, but I won't, how to put it? If you're being unprofessional, I'll just say, you know what, I've done worse than your job before, and I didn't speak like this to the Taliban or the Afghan locals. So let's just calm down. We can have a civil. You see what I mean? That kind of attitude.
Just
you don't
be
need
human.
to be. Yeah, you don't need to be
Authoritative.
Yeah, just talk to me. I can answer your questions, and we can both go on our way and have a cup of tea or whatever. That kind of thing. But yeah, okay. So what was your biggest? When did you realise that this is maybe not for me?
I think to be honest, early on in my training, when we went out, and just the kind of people that I'll be working with, there's a lot of youngsters now, like 18, 19, who join in the police, and they mould you into this person they want you to be. So if you're established before you join the police, you know, so there are people who've lived their life and they're like 45 and still go into the police. But yeah, just the work, just so all you do is work and you don't really get much out of it. The money's crap.
Oh, is it money?
Yeah.
What's the starting wage for the
31.
police? Okay.
But they take 12% of your wage as a pension. So you're either in it or you're out of it. So that's £300 gone. So you're only taking about £1,700 a month.
What?
Yeah.
I'll stick with my Uber job.
Yeah, literally, like, I don't think people realise until...
And how many hours do you reckon you do a day?
Well, it depends what you get, but it's between 9 and 10 hours. But they can cancel your rest days when they want to. They can... You're bound by them. It's a lifestyle. It's not just a job.
So they expect you to bleed blue kind of thing?
100%. And I realise that spending time with my family, it means a lot more to me than consistently working all the time.
You got children?
No.
Okay, so
No.
you're the family and loved ones?
Yeah, no, just like my sister and the kids and my partner and
Okay.
just stuff like that. I just don't need to. I think especially with the job that I'm doing now, I think people need to appreciate life.
Yeah, I hear you. So you spoke about young people being in the job and being moulded. It sounds a lot like the militaries. They take people who are 12 if possible, but the government regulates them to 15 3/4 for when you get your NI number. But you can't go to war until you're 18.
Okay.
So you're kind of groomed in that 2-year
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
But it is the knife crime age, so it's easy, you know, you've got quite a thing. What kind of things was it that you found that you like this, apart from obviously you spoke about work attitude or thing, what was it kind of things that you realised that the atmosphere is not what you like?
Yeah, I just think it was like even having a laugh and a joke anymore. Everything's so watched. You can't have banter.
Oh, so is that like because of the PC, the woke kind of crowd, right?
Yeah, I just think that they've had to minimise the way that people are. Obviously, there's sexism, racism in the police. It's like everywhere. It's rife. It's never going to happen. It's never going to change. But the older generation, you know, they're dying out now. So the sexism and stuff in the police is fading. But it will never go away. It's like racism. It will never go away. It will still be there. People still have their opinions, still have their issues about things. But yeah, it's just until you're in it, you don't realise how much it consumes your life. Mm-hmm. Like starting work at 4:00 in the afternoon for me is not right.
Well, that's me. I start work anytime, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. I like couldn't think of anything worse. I like routine.
So, put it this way, yeah? You've got a magic pen.
Yep.
You can write they can get as much funding or whatever they need or whatever changes. What would you change to make the police a place that you feel people should go and join? Or women?
Oh, God. Yeah, because if you look at it like in a career aspect, Like, it's brilliant. You know, you as a PC, if you're 7 years in, you could, I think it's like 48 would be the max you would earn, plus overtime and everything like that.
Is overtime is common? What's overtime? Time and a half?
Yeah.
And then what would time and a half be on an hourly rate? Do you know?
I don't even know, but I don't think it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one because you either love it or you hate it. But there's loads of people that I trained with and still hate it now.
Who they still hate?
Yeah, they just still hate it, but they have nothing. Like, people had left their old jobs because they hated their old jobs and went into the police and decide to do that. It's great, but the happy doesn't outweigh the bad.
Okay, that's very interesting in that respect. So, moving on. So you made that change from the police to undertakers. Why undertakers?
Well, I did it for 6 years before I joined the police.
Oh.
Yeah, so it wasn't
family business?
No, just Dignity. It's one of our branches on the corner, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dignity, okay.
Yeah, I've just worked with the company for 6 years, left, obviously, then came back. And yeah, super happy. Definitely made the right decision. And it's a great job to be in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, people are always upset.
Yeah, people are always upset, but it's about what you take from it.
So
Like,
what do you take from it?
I take from it that life is so short and enjoy yourself, earn money, spend it, have fun, because it could be gone tomorrow. So, but I take from it because everyone is a super unhappy job. We have a laugh. You have to. The shit that we see, you have to have a laugh.
So when you say the stuff that you see, like in regards to what, people mourning, or like it's a child's funeral or something?
Oh,
like that?
all of it. Like, we have the Greenwich coroners, Lewisham, Southwark, Lambeth coroners.
Must be a lot of money in that business, isn't it?
Oh yeah. We do make decent money, but you've got to work hard for it.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you do? I suppose it's dependent on the culture whether you carry the coffin for people.
Yeah, so you either do the private ambulance side of it, so picking up deceased from hospitals, home addresses and stuff like that.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, or you do the funeral side of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That opens up. That's a whole nother rabbit hole, because I never thought about that. Someone's got to pick up the body.
Yeah.
So murdered, all that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Everything.
You pick them up and take them to hospital,
Yes.
to the morgue.
Yep.
And then you got somebody in your funeral place. So a funeral place, and correct me if I'm using the wrong term here, but a funeral place, that's where they do autopsies.
No, so they'll do that in the mortuary.
Okay, so you will pick them up from, let's say someone's been murdered.
Yep.
In a house.
Yep.
You pick the body up and take them to the mortuary.
Yeah, so it depends if it's Lambeth, Lewisham or Greenwich, you'll go to Greenwich Public Mortuary. If it's Southwark, you'll go to St Thomas's.
Okay, so but you're the people who would take them to where?
Yeah. And then the coroner determines, we only transport. So coroner determines whether that person shall have a
So you're seeing all kind of people who have been dead. They're not in a black bag or a body bag or anything like that?
No, we do that. We put them in the body bag. It depends if people
I'm looking, if you could see my face, if the audience could see my face, it's like, okay, that's really deep.
Yeah.
That's deep, because you must, this really kind of combines in with the police here, because you're seeing the aftermath of this crimes. Do you believe in a death penalty?
I don't know.
My opinion, I'll give you my opinion. I'll ask you that, but at the same time, I'll quickly give you my opinion. I do when it comes to child abuse.
Yep.
But everything else, no.
Yep.
What's your opinion based on what you see? Do you see the aftermath?
The thing is, America's just so different to the UK, but because they obviously have the death penalty still.
Yeah, in certain states, yeah.
Yeah, with certain crimes, 100%, you should be killed. Rapists, children, molesters. But people go to prison for 5 years and come out and they're living next door to you.
Yeah.
And you have children. It's not right. The justice system's not right.
I think the rapists, I don't believe in death penalty unless it's a child. And reason being is because there's a lot of things that weren't true. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's hard to prove, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know the finer details, but I just hear there's a lot of cases that weren't the case. Somebody was upset, somebody was things like that. But still, so you've been doing that job for 6 years before you joined the police. Did you find that you never suffered nightmares or?
No, ever. Never.
You're a special kind of person.
Yeah.
I suppose, what kind of personality do you need to have to do that job?
I think you just need to be you have to be a positive person, and you have to be warming and caring and empathetic to people. You're going into people's houses, and to be honest, sometimes it could just be like a conveyor belt when you're picking up people, and it just can be a little. Sometimes people get a little bit like, oh fucking hell, like not another person, blah blah blah, and then you lose that empathy.
So
but when you're picking up somebody who's 18 who's just hung himself and his mum's crying, just stuff like that hits home a little bit.
Is that really quite common?
Yeah, loads of young men
really
will commit suicide. Yeah.
I'd never understood that though.
Yeah.
I'd never understood that, because it's like, I don't know, you got your whole life ahead of you. I don't know, maybe it's just a weird one.
It's crazy. It is crazy, like what we see and what you have to, like you said, do we see nightmares and stuff like that? I've never seen anything. I've never felt uneasy about certain things or upset. 100%, of course. It's horrible. Some things are horrible that you go to, like RTCs, like road traffic collisions. You know.
Do you have people who join the job and in a week they say, I can't do it?
Yeah, loads of people. It's just not for everyone. You don't need any qualifications. You just need to have a good work ethic.
What's the kind of start? Because I know COVID.
Yep.
I got someone told me there's working with the dead COVID bodies. You get like 4K or something ridiculous. A lot of money for a short period of time. For the time the lockdown thing was on, because people didn't want to work with COVID bodies.
Yeah. So when we did COVID, God, I think I averaged, in 1 month, me alone did like 91 call outs. And that's, I took home, it was $6,000, but you obviously pay tax. So, but yeah, I took home like 4.5 grand. But you, like, again, you're just consistently working, like 10 deceased during the night. Like, that's a lot. It's what you do in a weekend normally.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you normally average from about 7 to 15 on a weekend. Every weekend in the 4 boroughs that we have.
So if somebody wanted to become an employee in the funeral business, like what you do, how would they go about that?
Well, so you just apply.
Yeah, but okay.
You just apply. It's quite easy to get into. Like, they put the salary up now for our company.
So what's the starting for?
Our starting salary is 26,300 and something.
Okay.
So it's not bad, and then you get out of hours, overtime.
Yeah, overtime.
Extra. So you can literally take home like 45 grand a year.
Oh yeah.
Because of overtime and coroners.
Yeah, and you don't need any qualifications. You just need a strong stomach.
A strong stomach. You need to be strong. You need to be a little bit fit, because you're taking down somebody's 30 stone and there's 2 of you in a flat. Yeah, you've got to want to work night shifts as well. Because you're out of hours, you'll be sleeping and then you'll get woken up during the night. Somebody dies.
If you've got all these connections, well, if you're doing this job, you ever considered doing a clean-up company? I interviewed somebody, 2 people actually goes, and they clean up. Well, they both got cleaning companies, but one was in jail and he did a cleaning course. And then and it's a specialised cleaning course, so he can clean up blood and all of that.
Okay.
So when there was a fight or stabbing or death in jail, he used to go and clean the cells. He'd get paid, but he'd get paid peanuts.
Yeah.
Then when he come out, he started to do it for this Jewish company or what have you. They had loads of property, and now he's on the books for call-outs for things like that. But that's something that, if you started a business like that, you got that connection.
Yeah, see, I just prefer taking that easy, standing there and cleaning people who's been decomposed for 3 weeks. It's not something I want to do.
Okay, so there's limitations then.
Yeah, literally, you do that side. What we do is the easy side of it. You just go into somebody's house, collect them, and then put them in the mortuary, and that's it. That's your job done.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the traffic in London, you know. So a job can take you like 2 hours because of the traffic and stuff like that. But yeah, like you said, there's limitations of
what you're willing to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does the future hold for you?
Just carry on doing what I'm doing, trying to earn good money, gain more experience, potentially be a manager one day. In the business somehow.
Okay.
But yeah, and just learn from other people not being good managers.
I can see that's in relation to the police. What have you learned from your time in the police that you wish you knew when you had started?
To be honest, I didn't learn anything about myself apart from realising that if you put your head in something, you can do it. Like knowledge-wise, you know, the law's just so massive. And I'm not academic at all, really. And most of the job is, like, you have to be academic with stuff. But yeah, I don't think, personally, I didn't really learn anything that I didn't know before I joined the police.
So you researched it well before?
Yeah, I saw the job role, wanted to do that. People look up to you or hate you, whatever. But I wanted to be that difference.
Did you ever feel that your life was in jeopardy at any time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, can you give me an example?
Well, it's just not safe, is it? Anywhere. It's just like you're always on edge. I feel like when I joined the police, I was uneasy about certain places. Like, you know, when we go to Westfields or something like that, the public don't know what's going on, and there's big stuff going on. Like knife crime or gangs.
Westfield?
Yeah, like what the public don't see and what it's all.
You mean like the Stratford one?
Yeah.
Not the Shepherd Bush one.
All of them.
Really?
All of them. Like I wouldn't go in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the police. Like your mind is set different. You can't. Everything's uneasy. You're always judging somebody. What's their next move? What they're thinking? Their motive.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, especially when you see a juvenile all in black with leather gloves on. They think it's cool, but that's probably a signature uniform for a criminal. Yeah,
or a balaclava and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's unnecessary. Why do you need to go into a corner shop and wear a balaclava?
Yeah.
You're just wearing one because you want to scare somebody or be like you just want to put somebody in fear.
Intimidate them. Yeah.
But actually, you're just an idiot behind a mask, and you're like 12 years old.
No, I see. No, I see your point. Totally.
Yeah, because these people, they don't care about you. It's just like 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds will stab you. They don't care.
Even though you're a policewoman.
They do not care. They do not care.
And then later on, they claim that they're only a child, and they haven't thought about what they've done. No, that's strange. It's interesting you say that because you're giving me more insight. Because I always thought wearing the vest is a bit OTT, but
no, you need to wear it.
Yeah, and stuff.
Yeah, because back in the day, they never used to wear the vests and stuff.
I grew up there just plain as they are.
Yeah, just like a shirt and a tie.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, it's good, but the uniform's heavy.
Yeah.
It's like 3 stones. You got your vest, you got your baton, you got your cuffs.
And you got all that gear.
You got all the gear on your waist.
So because when I used to be in the military, we have a body and all of that, and all our ammunition and stuff, and that weighs quite a bit. The belt alone weighs 22 kilograms. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and obviously the weapon. I think the weapon's 4.8 kilograms, etc. But now I couldn't wear all that kit. I have some spinal issues. But I look at you guys, I think, that's a lot of kit.
Yeah, especially when you're running after somebody.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah, you need to exercise a lot in your own time.
Do you know what? For being in the police and having to be fit for the police is a really unhealthy. I gained more weight in the police You just don't have time to go to the gym. You eating unhealthy. You're eating sweets, crisps, eating out of a vending machine because you're just on the go 24/7.
So it sounds like they need more police to divide up the time.
Yeah.
Or the better policing methods.
Better policing methods, more people. You know, there's like 35,000 police officers in London. There's like 9 million people.
Yeah, and you add the tourists and everybody else, it's like 13.
Yeah, it's just not. It's a lot. It's a big. London's shit.
But that's why I said that recording thing, to just send as evidence.
Yeah.
That would make life so much easier. I should create a system and an app.
Yeah.
Make a load of money from it.
Literally. Yeah, but you'll still have your body worn as evidence.
Yeah,
but it's not. You have to have it written down.
Yeah, but if they speak it in, then you can get that software that can, obviously, as long as you speak clearly, you can type it out. Do you see what I mean? And stuff like that. But yeah, okay. Well, we're coming to the end of the journey. It's been great speaking to you.
Thank you very much.
Learning
Likewise.
about things. We wish you well in life.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service on two fronts. Obviously, the Undertaker and the police. We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.